There's a threat in the world today. A threat to our way of living, a threat to our society, and maybe even a threat to our very existence. And what is this threat?
See, y'all don't understand how funny that was because y'all didn't get the visual
you
of
didn't
what
see
just walked through the bar. I'm telling you, that's exactly what I saw. Was the little guy, the little pirate on SpongeBob. Y'all got kids. Yeah, so I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Bob.
To look at the pirate dude with the 4 sticks.
That's funny. That's good. We're getting it. We're getting it.
My daddy was a redwood. But anyway, so
Oh man. Oh shoot.
movie
Martha?
review, black and white movie review.
Oh,
Yes,
we'll get there. We'll get
we
there
can do
sometime.
that. Hey,
Yeah, we'll get there
one
sometime.
day
We'll get there
when we have our own studio, and we just sit in the studio all day.
You just getting man. I want to. I
Anyway,
love my
so-
idea. I told you, by the way. I love it.
Yes, it is a great idea,
I
but
Need this. Need
need
a
to-
lot of this.
yeah, cheddar. But speaking of cheddar,
Cheddar.
I wanted to throw a shout out to our West Lafayette or our Lafayette listeners
Yes.
because
They were hot the other day.
yeah, they were hot the other day. We've been getting a pretty good following from
Yep.
Lafayette.
Yep.
I wanted to give a shout out to you guys for joining us and listening in. And we don't get up to Lafayette too often.
Not yet.
So once you guys try to reach out and talk to us, and if you got any small business owners up there that want to, work together and get your name out there and get our name out there, hit us up, inbox us. And that is that.
info.bwsports1@gmail.com.
Yeah, all that.
Yes.
Yeah, all that. And that concludes. This is the most horrible segue of all time. And that concludes our football for
But hey,
2018, 2019.
at least I know where to edit the break.
Right there. There you go. So now we're moving. We're moving away from the mic.
Check us out every Wednesday night,
There.
7:30 p.m. Oh,
See,
that
how
was
did
a
he
hint. I
not
caught
pick
it.
up? I gave him
caught
the
it.
listen. I
I was
gave him
shooting
the
the ball.
most
Shut up.
obvious thing. Listen, I said this is
Shut
the
up,
most
Dave.
obvious segue.
All right, here we go. So, Wednesday night, 7:30, live at Stadium Tavern, 802 Southwest Street in Indianapolis. Black and White Sports, the one, the ass. We come to you, folks, our listeners. Thank you. Check our new website out, bwsports1.com.
That's where you can come get all your BW everything. You can get to everything that we do. You can get to our Twitter, you can get to our YouTube, you can get to our Facebook,
Instagram.
Apparently,
Audio.
we're on Snapchat too.
Yeah, we're on Snapchat. The ass is on Snapchat. The one needs to get his Snapchat back up.
Bro, I forgot that I even had Snapchat.
He gets me this Google Duo.
Yes, because that way we can video chat. You can see
Video
my
chat where
pretty
we're at.
face. You can see my pretty face.
If you're decent, right?
If I'm decent, yes, must be decent. I will put on the shirt. No one wants to see my hairy man boobs.
Nope, those aren't the boobs I'd like to see.
All right,
Just
so
being honest.
that takes us into basketball talk.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That might be. Never mind. Never mind.
I missed it, so that's great.
Oh, shit.
So that takes us
About
into
slip.
basketball talk,
About slip, bro.
and I want to give a shout out to the Irvington
Yes.
Elementary boys basketball team for getting their first win the other night.
Last night.
Last night, coached by the Ass. He's Coach Ass.
Coach Ass. They probably all call me that in silent, too. Man, this dude makes us run, makes us do these drills. What the hell are we doing?
But
Oh, wait, look. This is
it all
what you
paid
do.
off. You got a W. And that's the
Right.
first win in school.
4 or 5 years. Because they had,
I almost want to say school history.
well, I think they got 1 or 2. I don't know how many they got. They had a boys program for like 1 year,
Mhm.
4 or 5 years ago. They never had a girls. Our girls team was the first ever at the school. The
And
boys
you brought
team-
that to them.
And yes, we brought that to them.
You
I
brought
don't
that
like
to
say
them.
hi. I don't know
The
if it's
girls team.
Yeah.
that they didn't have.
Yeah.
You know, the girls team.
Yeah. I'm
the
catching
side
it.
of sports that
I'm catching
we don't pay attention to.
Because that's what we teach our
Yes, yes.
kids.
Okay. All right. Now,
No, we're not getting into it.
yes, basketball.
No. Yes, basketball.
So,
We'll talk about what we're talking about later.
all right. So let's briefly jump into the NBA. Obviously, the top story here in Indianapolis is the ass whipping that half of my Pacers put on my full Lakers, meaning that I am a Laker fan and I am slowly gravitating back to the Pacers because, one, Kobe has retired. Kobe has retired. I still cheer. I have Lakers stuff. I still get my cheer on. I mean, wasn't the happiest about
What's
the
that?
LeBron move. Oh, my God, he scared the hell out of me.
Holy moly.
Uh-oh. Look at this, folks.
Ooh. This
Look
is
at
what
this.
we get at the Stadium Tavern, folks.
This is a new sauce debuted by Mr. Rob here at the
what is it,
Stadium
Rob?
Tavern.
Say it loud. Hold on.
That's the kicking shrimp.
This is the kicking shrimp.
folks.
This is a new sauce debuted, and we are going to tie it. Try it.
Tie it. We're gonna tie it.
We're going to tie
Hey,
it up.
folks, we're going to tie it.
Wow.
I'm going to try it.
I'm going to let you know he scared the shit out of me because I never saw him coming. And he walked right down.
Man.
What you think?
Yeah, buddy. Rob, that is on point, sir. I'm all right. Well, yeah, that's the plan. That's good. That is good, folks.
That
Kicking
is a
shrimp.
quality shrimp.
Man, Kicking Shrimp, Stadium Tavern, 802 Southwest Street. I'm going to give him the second shout out of this segment.
You've heard it first here.
Man, that was good.
Sharing
Go
is
for
caring.
it.
Why wouldn't I
Yeah,
share?
why wouldn't we? Oh, okay. Yeah, here. Share,
I mean,
share
you-
away. It's
Well,
not.
it's
It's
not
it's
that
not
spicy. I mean, it's spicy.
It's
You
good
just-
though.
You just
It
got
is-
weak palates.
It's damn good.
You just got weak palates. I mean, it's got a nice kick to it. It's a good flavor.
Ooh, yeah, that's good. I'm gonna eat another one.
I mean, I get it. You know, I mean, it has a little after kick. It touches you
Good.
in your sternum.
Mm.
But she's acting like it's, you know what I mean, like slap your mama hot.
That's the two things, man. That's
Yeah, that's the toothache talking to her. Yeah.
Try it.
What I said was it was not.
Mhm.
What I was saying was it's not hot, like super spicy,
Right.
burn your mouth spicy, but it's got that
Right.
spice that
It's got a kick. Yeah.
if you
I just heard a woo over here.
I like the
There
flavor.
we go. Yeah, that's good.
I like a hot with a flavor. I don't like a hot where I spend more time than I'm trying to cool off my mouth.
That's good.
That's good stuff. So, debut here
Ooh,
first
that's
for
good.
you guys, Kicking Shrimp, Downtown Stadium Tavern. Come get it. All right, now back to this ass whooping that the Pacers put on the Lakers.
Man, what was it 43?
It was
42.
it was the worst loss in LeBron's career.
Yep.
And at this point, who cares if it's his worst loss?
Right.
I thought this was a team game.
Well,
I mean, I thought this was a team game.
when you're LeBron, there's no team when you lose. When you win, the whole team got it.
Uh-huh.
And that's how the media puts it. I'm just saying.
Right. I mean, I get it. I don't know. I think I think that's
what up,
a
Big D? The other Big D.
I think I better scroll.
Yep. You better scroll. Wow, that's good.
I haven't seen anything past Sean, so I'm gonna look over here. What up, D? So, what were we talking about? Because the shrimp is really good, and it kind of threw me off. We're talking about the Pacers,
Pacers ass whooping on the Lakers.
and this is pretty good for the Pacers. One,
Real good.
it looked kind of weird after Victor went down. You know, he was hurt earlier in the year, not a major injury, but he was hurt, and they were successful. They were above 500 in the win category, and it wasn't just one game over. I think they were like 3 games over 500 without him playing.
Yeah.
So it was proven that you can win, you can play, compete, and win without Victor. And it's not like Victor was, I don't want to say this to piss Pacer fans off in any kind of way. It wasn't like Victor was the star of the team. Victor was the
No.
face
Right.
of the team, but I don't think he's a star. There's no star on this team. They all work together as a team.
Yep.
And this is the reason why the Pacers were where they were this season and how they were last year, because they don't play as one guy needs to get all the publicity.
Right.
They play as a team. We all win. You know, when we all win, and then Victor gets all that, here, look at Vic type deal, because he's the face, he sings, he does it all. You know what I mean? So
he sings or raps. No,
but-
he's R&B, right?
he's R&B.
He's R&B.
Yeah. So
Oh. What? No, man, no. Man, I do. I just don't get I don't get a chance to play it enough.
You said,
Let's just say that. I don't get a
"Oh."
chance to play it enough. Oh.
The Tom and Jerry cartoon. so, it looked kind of like they were still shell shocked that Victor wasn't playing, and once they figured out, and Nate had to keep drilling it in their head that, hey, we got to continue on with the season because Vic's not coming back. It's not like we need to hold water until Vic's coming back.
Right.
It's like, let's go out and play ball.
Yep.
I mean, the concept comes up, next man up. A lot of people don't understand that concept, but it's true. Next man up. All of you guys are in the NBA for a reason. You might not start, might not play a lot, but you're in the NBA for a reason. It's your time to step up and play ball. You know what I mean? That's a small fraternity. A lot of people don't get that opportunity because they're not good enough. I mean, that's just what it is. You have to be good enough to be an NBA player or any professional athlete or whatever sport you play. So the concept next man up,
right?
So you have a lot of opportunities for.
I'm messing you up with the live.
Yes, you are. You have
I just went live on my page too to let everybody know that we are at Black and White Sports on Facebook page live right now. So check it out.
Yeah. So there's a lot
all I
of
wanted to do.
There's a lot of opportunity here for quite a few different Pacer players to step up into that role that is being void. I mean, there's 23. I think he's right around 19, 20 points a game that have to be covered up. So you have to get that somewhere else. Perfect opportunity for Tariq Evans to you getting a second resurgence of your career. It's a perfect opportunity for you to step up and be what a lot of people thought you were when you were highly drafted and you were the rookie of the year. So,
man, to me, Turner stepped up.
Well, Turner stepped up at the beginning of the season. No, scratch that. I take that back.
I was gonna say.
Turner stepped up in the off season.
Mm-hmm.
Lost weight, put on a lot of muscle, lean muscle. He looks good. He's running for his defensive prowess has stepped up. His offensive game has gotten better. The jump shot has always been there, but now he's getting that back to the bucket, and his rebounds have gone up. So Turner has done his thing. Yeah,
that's exactly what we needed. We needed to crash the boards more, become that big man on our team. I mean, him and Sabonis and Thad Young, man, Young stepped up tremendously the past couple weeks.
Yeah, that is the most underrated front court in all of basketball.
I agree.
Is the Pacers trio at the front court with Sabonis, Domas Sabonis, Domas Sabonis, Miles Turner, and Thaddeus Young.
Yep.
They all work well together. They intermix,
What up,
in and
Mandy?
out. They hit the jump shot. They bang the boards. They score on the block. They play great defense.
Yep.
You know, Miles Turner, I think, has only had, 2 games that he's played in that he does not have a block.
Yep.
Backpacks everywhere, baby.
With the mask.
Backpacks. That's what we
With the
say.
mask.
That's what we say at my daughter's games now. My wife does it all the time. She said, I need a couple backpacks. Need a couple backpacks.
That's what we're teaching our kids.
Yeah.
Backpacks.
Yeah, backpacks. You know, so boy, you're getting there. Boy,
Angie,
you're
I
getting
think
there.
it's time for a mid-show shot.
Mid-show
Mid-show
shot. Mm-hmm.
Here we go, folks.
I'm still good, babe. I'm monitoring myself. I know she's watching me.
Yeah, I'll take good. I'll take good care of him.
So, and back to what the Pacers have going on. You know, Bogey.
Bogdanovic.
Bogey is starting to figure out that he's that guy. I mean, you're number two.
He needed to be.
You were the number two, so
Yeah.
you can't continue to be number two. Now you have to be number one.
Right.
And I think he's doing it well. And the one thing I like about
Whoa.
yeah,
Damn, that came out of nowhere, folks. That was
Shrimp
deep.
beard. You know what I mean? Apologize. My producer's in my ear, like, what the hell are you doing?
Right?
I don't really have a producer.
No,
I'm
yeah,
just
we
saying
do.
that.
She's at home.
Yeah.
She was typing on our show, on our Super Bowl special from y'all's house when we was at
Yeah,
my
I had
house.
no clue.
And we
I had
were
no
like,
clue. Who
Who
is
the
this?
hell is that?
So yeah, but Bogey is like last night. Bogey played well,
What up,
and the
Corey?
last three couple games, Bogey has played outstanding, and I really like him. He's aggressive and he has a little bit of that European swag.
He does.
You know what I mean? 'Cause-
And it kind of goes back to that old school play. He's got that he's got that grindy.
Yeah,
Give me the ball. Let me get to the paint. Let me get to the hoop.
yeah. He shoots the jump shot at a high clip,
Yep.
and he can put the ball on the floor, and he can get to the rim, and he can finish at the rim, and he shoots over 80% from the free throw line. So that's a quality backup to quality number two. Slide into that number one role, that number one spot. Your production from Turner comes up. Your production from Thaddeus comes up. Evans gives
Thank
you
you,
a
Nick.
little more. Holiday is
Oh, my
playing.
Gosh.
Holiday is playing great.
I'm joking. Sorry.
Yeah, Holiday is playing great right now, and Joseph. I think I liked him when they put him in the starting lineup. They gave a little bit of more quickness and a little more ball movement, but they needed him to be to come off that bench to run the second unit. But with the development of Holiday, you are able to put Joseph into that starting role. So I like it. I mean, the Pacers, I don't think they're going to finish as high as we first initially anticipated. I had them finishing second in the East. Right now, I think they're probably going to fall to. I think they'll hit the playoffs around the 6 or 7 seed.
See, I was thinking, and obviously I got high expectation for this team. I'm thinking they're going to they're going to fall, but they're going to fall no less than 4. There's just so much controversy going around the East right now, and we'll talk about the West here in a minute. But excuse me, with Boston and Kyrie and the fit what's going on in Philly. I don't know. There's just a lot of I want to say turmoil, but I don't want to go that far. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There's just a lot of stuff happening around the Eastern Conference right now that if it stays that way and the Pacers continue to play the way they are right now, then they're going to go no farther down than 4th.
Basically, what you're saying, there's a lot of petty play or a lot of pettiness in between certain teams inside their locker room. Boston, there's some issues going on in Boston that kind of being swept on the road, kind of being blown off a little bit. I think Kyrie is strategic in his words. I think he's a lot smarter than people give him credit for.
Who's this?
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are looking at him all funny because of the
Ooh, that shrimp's good.
because of the flat Earth, because of the flat Earth thing. But you don't make a comment like that if you're not knowledgeable of things and your mind is not capable of broadening your perspective.
That's the thing.
So I think that he is very strategic in what he says and when he says it, because after those few statements, look how Boston's played.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And Kyrie brings it. Kyrie brings
does.
it. I'm sorry. Kyrie's the best point guard in the league. Yes, Steph Curry can shoot the ball real well, but Kyrie is the best point guard in the league. And I don't care what you say.
Kyrie?
Yeah. Kyrie's number one.
Well,
Number one point guard. Number one
that's
point
why
guard in the league.
why I put him as number 1 on my all-star starting lineup that we had, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude's the
Well, I
truth,
think so.
man. He can do anything he wants on the court at pretty much any time he wants to. You know what I mean? And it's amazing to see a guy that's 6'2" that has that kind of power and demand on the court. I think he's an exciting player. I think Boston has an exciting team. The problem that they're still having that we both saw that they would have at the beginning of the season is you got more talent than balls in time.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean? You got a lot of
them.
players on that team. And I'm surprised that even at this juncture, I haven't been on any of the ESPN or sports sites in the last couple hours, but at this juncture, I have not heard any movement coming out of the Boston with the trade deadline coming up tomorrow.
I haven't either.
You got a lot of pieces that you can move around and kind of shore up your bench, as in you have role players. You got too many stars. Right now you have too many Chiefs and not enough Indians.
AD is not going to Boston.
AD is not going to Boston.
AD is not going anywhere, I bet. AD stays in New Orleans.
And I said it at the beginning of all this AD talk. Nobody is going to want to give up what New Orleans wants right now. They're going to lose him and not get anything for him, because I don't see anything happening within the next couple hours.
No.
And I'm going to say it again, like I said it before. I think AD stays in New Orleans till the end of the season.
Yep. He's going to do what.
Now, I'm not sure if he'll play
right
in New Orleans to the end of the season, because you know how the NBA is very good at players being hurt.
yeah. Kyrie. Or not Kyrie, I'm sorry. Kawhi.
Yeah, people hurt.
He's hurt. He's already can't play. He's hurt.
They can't play. I'm hurt. So I'm out the whole season, the rest of the season. So I can't see that. Now,
and what
now I'm not saying
boys,
that
what your boys in Los Angeles was giving up, that's just idiotic, man. You're giving up the 3 elite players.
you got 3 pre-all-stars.
draft
You got 3 pre-all-stars.
2 first-round draft picks, I believe.
2 top 5.
And relief on your salary cap.
And you got to steal with
For what?
Kuzma.
Really?
You got to steal with Kuzma because he was what, the 27th pick?
Why would you give all 3 of them up, plus those 2 picks, plus relief? Man?
I'm not
That's
giving it
just-
because, and
that's
we talked to,
ridiculous.
I posted my comment on our page for this one, and Dan and I was talking about this a little bit ago. That's not a good trade for the Lakers. Pelicans, that's great,
Right.
because you're getting 3 stars for 1 star. You're getting 3 future stars,
And there's no
For one
start
star.
over. You're ready
and there's
to
no
roll
star.
now.
You're ready to go now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for the Lakers, Magic, I haven't really criticized you on the moves that you've made, because I kind of see your vision. You're trying to plan for the future and trying to win games at the same time. LeBron is your bridge from superstar to superstar. You were lacking one when Kobe left.
Mm-hmm.
So LeBron comes in to be that transition superstar to teach these budding superstars how to be superstars, so he can fly it off into the sunset, win him a ring in LA, be the first person to win a ring in 4 different teams. You know, you're out in Hollywood, first player to win a ring in 4 different teams.
Look, Chuck's over here trying to do the math. Hey,
Is it
math
4?
here.
No, it's 3.
3. Heat, Cleveland, and
LA, yeah.
no.
Well, if he and Houston, that's it. Where did I get 4 from?
I don't know.
I think I was listening to Jason Dumbass Williams.
There you go. Duke. Just saying.
It's just 3. If he wins, it'll be 3. Cleveland, Miami. Yeah.
I mean, where'd Shaq win?
Shaq won in Miami and LA.
Oh, okay, Miami and LA.
I think, yeah. So he beat Robert Horry.
Robert Horry's
Kerr?
got 5.
Kerr?
No.
Kerr was just,
Yeah,
he's just
3 teams. He's got 3 teams.
who?
Horry.
Houston Lakers and San Antonio. Yeah.
San Antonio. Yep. I don't know where he got 4, folks.
Yeah, I don't either.
Talking out of his ass or
I don't know. I don't know what I was talking about. Might have been listening to
That's bad
something.
parenting.
You're retarded. You're retarded. But yeah,
Dang,
so
I'm poking
Yeah,
the
I see
bear.
it.
I'm poking the bear.
yes,
man.
you are. Yes, you
I'm
are.
poking the bear.
So he's that transition star to teach these young stars how to be stars.
And he's only going to be there for 2-3 years.
Right. He signed a 3-year deal with a player option after 1.
Yep.
So Magic needs to do something to keep him 1 more year.
Yep.
So if you give up these 3 guys who can be your core, you know what I mean? That's a core. You got a post, you got a wing, and you got a point. You got a point that at one point I didn't see it, but I see it now. He is a young Jason Kidd. Lonzo Ball. He is a young Jason Kidd. You just can't shoot. But if you follow Jason Kidd's, if you follow Jason Kidd's career,
was Jason Kidd
when
known for?
hey, listen,
Shot, he
well,
wasn't known for it.
no, he was not, because when Jason Kidd first hit the league, Jason Kidd couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. When he came to the league out of Cal, his jump shot was terrible. It was terrible. When he played with Mashburn and Jimmy Jackson, his jump shot was terrible. He developed his jump shot as his career went on, and then he finished as one of the top 3-point shooters in the league. Yes.
Damn.
Because I got to lean it too far. Got to lean it too far. And I like Ball. I think he sees the floor well. He attacks the bucket very well. And I like it. Ingram, that guy has got it. He's a young Durant.
I'll give you that.
He's a young Durant.
I'll give you that.
I like it. Kuzma, he was the steal in the draft.
Mhm.
Why are you going to give that up? Because if you give them up and you go get Anthony Davis, you're back in the same spot.
Yeah.
You're back in the same spot looking for people to fill roles.
Right. I mean, you got what don't you have right now though? The big man?
I mean,
what
you got
you're
the big man.
Okay, so what
But big man is obsolete. So really Tyson Chandler and JaVale McGee both
So
are on
what?
1-year contracts.
so what do you not have right now to contend?
I don't know. I like it. You got Wagner on the bench. You got the young guy, number 40, can't remember his name, who's been balling lately.
Dude looks like Lee Corso with his pen in his hand. Whole time, man. We got good old Lee Corso here with a pen. No, I'm just saying I don't understand what the Lakers are going to go for Davis for that much, and I'm agreeing with you. And what do they not have now that they can't contend? I don't understand it.
You're correct, Corey. You're
Is that a
correct
coach?
in that dysfunction of LA. And it's going to come down to they're going to – I don't want to – and I don't want to get this wrong. I don't think LeBron is costing Luke Walton his job. I think Luke Walton is going to cost himself this job. You got worlds of talent. You got the number 1 player on the planet, and you and him can't put your minds together to get this team to play where they should be. I think it's going to come down to him. I don't see Magic coming out of the GM spot to slot in the coaching role. I don't think he's doing that again. I don't know who they're going to go get. I don't know what they're going to do.
Patino.
I like to see him pull Michael Jackson. Patino's in Italy.
Now watch Reggie.
Reggie.
Reggie Miller will come and coach the Lakers.
Okay.
Or
I'd
no,
rather see Cheryl.
Cheryl. Yeah, because
I'd rather
that's
be Cheryl.
a woman.
That's a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's better than her brother.
Poking the bear.
Yeah, I'm poking the bear.
Poking the bear. You'll
gonna get
catch
to that.
all this later, folks. You'll catch all this later. If you don't know what's going on, you'll catch it later. Let's talk about the All-Star game, man.
Drafts tomorrow.
Draft tomorrow. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. And that's about all I have on the draft tomorrow. What about you?
He said James is a coach record. I mean, he can be.
Man, look what he did to what's his name? What? Tyree? No, not Tyree.
Well, he should have never been coach anyway.
Lou.
Tyronn Lue, he should have never been coach anyway.
No, I agree with you. No.
But pretty
I would-
much every superstar player is a coach killer unless your Phil Jackson is the coach.
I'm sorry, folks. We're just sitting here chowing down on some damn good kicking shrimp at Stadium Tavern, 802 Southwest Street, Indianapolis. The one, the ass, Black and White Sports, every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. live on Facebook, on
Yep,
YouTube.
you got
We're
the,
on YouTube now.
You got the guy from Europe, Black. You got Brown, who is assistant coach at Golden State. And you
What
got
the hell are you
Walton
talking
now.
about, man?
Corey is talking about the coaches.
Oh,
LeBron's
okay.
coaches.
I got you. Yep. I was doing my
So-
segue. My bad.
Yeah.
Don't want to do that again.
But going with the segue, I was just commenting.
No, I'm done now.
Because we're interactive.
I'm done.
You know, I want to let people know that we see their comments.
I got you.
But, hey, we can't
Hold on, bwsports1.com. Check us all out. One spot.